Hey everyone, welcome back to Red Lipstick Reality TV. I'm Anna, and I am back to review your favorite show. Our favorite show used to be my favorite show. Now it's kind of pissing me off, but it's still one of the shows I love to watch, Sister Wives. But I am only reviewing the episodes and parts of episodes that deal with the Kody Brown apology tour, because I figured this is something that my followers would love to see. They'd want to hear me talk about it. We want to chat back and forth about it, so I could not do you a disservice and not watch those. So I'm going to be starting on now Christine's apology tour. I'm wearing my Nebraska gear because my Huskers just beat Michigan State and they are ranked. This is basketball. I'm like Nebraska down. So I'm having a great day and I'm like, you know what? I should film today. I should film Mary's today. And that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to be watching the tail end of episode 2. And then I'm going to watch episode 13 in full. So tail end of episode 2 is going to give me part of his apology tour with Christine. And then episode 13, I will get the rest. So without further ado, if you guys are new to my channel, hit the subscribe button, share the channel, like, comment. I look forward to having you guys back. This is like the new format I've been doing where I've been watching the show and like pausing and talking as I go along, because I find that it's a lot more fun. And I feel like people like to follow along with it. I just feel like it's a lot better. So people are liking it. My followers are liking it. So we're going to keep doing it this way.
I can tell Mary's just really genuine and just great person.
It was super fun. It was a really good day. And wrong.
I got to turn the volume up.
That was super fun too. I loved being able to, just see how he interacts with kind of in my world, like with
the
my
guy
dad.
that's talking to Mary is like
also
in shape,
my
very
dad's
handsome
like,
guy.
Does he, you know what I mean? And I don't know, he fits.
I think he's a good fit too. Seems like a good fit. All right, here we go, y'all. It's coming up soon.
She seems amiable and he seems amiable. My best guess is that Christine's gotten over it.
And they're in
moving on
Vegas.
Very happily. Or David has said, hey baby, you ought to talk to that ex of yours and maybe get some healing. We've lost trust, but we're trying to establish
I can't stand this man.
friendly. And we do that with an olive branch. Christine's not a confrontational person usually. She can get pushed. She's usually not confrontational, so she's probably wants, my reaction seeing her is that she wants something amiable.
Why do you want to meet together?
I wanted to apologize with all my heart.
Oh. Wow.
For how we broke up, for how it all went down, I want to apologize for being angry about it. I want to apologize for the struggles.
That's not necessarily what I, okay, let's go. Bam, 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 let's just do it then. I'm all for this. I'm actually all for a conversation that goes bam, 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 bam.
Just the hard times. I also want to just acknowledge the good times. I want you to be able to heal.
No shade. Him saying, I want you to be able to heal. This woman is married and moved on from you. She's not worried about you, Kody. What she's worried about is her children. The only person that's been acting like a weirdo, no shade, there's only two, is Mary because she still loved you, and Janelle. Christine was done with you. She does not care. She wants you to be a better father. She does not care about the relationship. She has no desire to be a polygamist. She doesn't really, I think the apology is nice to hear, but at the same time, if she never heard this, she would be fine as long as you had a relationship with your children. You act as if she does not have an underage child, and her kid, Truly, and Solomon are basically the same age. And you have honed in on Solomon and thought that that was worth your investment of time, but did not look to Truly as the same. You did not think your investment in Truly was the same. And that's also, I believe, how you really look at the girl daughters in your family. And the only reason that Ariella is getting any attention is because she happens to be connected to Robin. Otherwise, you push her aside like you did the rest of the girls.
And healing will probably.
David's like
maybe
stone-faced.
happen. I can't tell you how it's going to happen or what. But I just feel like if I apologize, you can get in that space where you feel like you're healing.
She's healed.
Also, understand this. It's in the past. It's in the past,
Yeah.
and it's okay.
But an apology doesn't hurt.
Apologies are nice, but I'm saying it's okay.
If I wouldn't have messed it up, then you wouldn't have what you have.
What?
Later, you might want to punch me. Right now, you probably still really appreciate it.
The thing is like when I talk to Christine about
What a weirdo.
I see it from a guy's point of view. I really do. I get where you're coming from in a lot of ways.
I appreciate the sort of the vote of grace.
Yeah.
Okay.
If I didn't mess it up, you wouldn't have what you have. Cody, she does not believe in polygamy anymore. So even let's say you didn't mess it up. Let's say you were awesome, which I highly doubt any man, in my opinion, could be completely, totally awesome to that many wives. You did not have the ability to do so. You still can't admit that you favored Robin, okay? You could not admit it to Janelle. You can't admit it to Christine. So guess what? This was inevitable. And for you to kind of just poop all over what they're doing, like you just get you should get all the credit for why they're where they're at. Makes me so sick. And Christine just kind of, she's doing like a half giggle. Girl, the way I would have cleared him, I would have cleared Cody so quickly. Like the audacity of you to come on this television screen right now and act as if you had anything whatsoever to do with this safe, loving union that I've created with David. The audacity, your level of narcissism, that takes a true narcissist to think that even when they screwed it up, they got it right. Think about that. He thinks even when he screwed it up, he got it right. It's a mess.
Thank you. And I appreciate what David's sharing. It's the only difficulty in apologizing to my ex while her husband is here is that he wants to be involved in the conversation. And it's not an apology to him or from him.
It doesn't matter. She's married now.
I apologize. Here's the huge one. For saying I didn't love you. I was angry, and that wasn't cool.
And that wasn't cool.
Again, you just gotta let that go. Look, I remember what it was like. But I've got a new husband here now. That's weird, man. That's a weird thing to say. I have a husband right here now, I used to love you. I can't imagine what's going through David's head right now. I'm like, that's a, look, I know. That doesn't affect me. That's you. That is on you.
Next time on Sister Wives.
Y'all.
This is my husband here. This is...
Okay. Here's my question. David is there, but David knows that he said these things to you. And the apology from Cody has really nothing to do with David. It's really more so for your children to know that your father is full of shit. And when he said that he did not love your mother, he did not mean that. Because those children were created in that marriage. And I'm sorry, I would not want to hear my father say that he never loved my mom and he had multiple children with my mother. For these women, they had 6+ kids with him. Even Mary only had one, but Mary spent decades with this man and attempted to have multiple children with this man. I'm sorry, I would not be okay with hearing some man say, I didn't really love your mom. Are you kidding me? Give me a break. Okay, we're moving on to episode 13, y'all. So we're going to see, I'm going to watch, I guess, the full episode of this, but I had to get the tail end of 12 to get that conversation. But I was not watching all of 12. I'm sorry, I can't do it. I'm not that interested in the show anymore. If I'm going to get this, I'm already kind of irritated at Janelle, because she got a husband and she's so, she'll act like she doesn't care, but she won't come. She acts like she doesn't care, but she won't come out and say, I don't care, Cody. She just giggles through it. Instead of saying, Cody, I don't care anymore. It means nothing to me anymore. Whether you love me or not, whether you care or not, she giggles through it. And that pisses me off. Now, in this next episode, I might find something different. She might verbalize what I'm saying. But from what I'm seeing, she's still giggling and cackling through it, and she'll run her mouth on a video in a talking head. But when it comes to being point blank face to face with Cody, she cowers. Was it cowers or cowls, whatever the word is. She will not stand up fully for herself when she's face to face with him. And that's the problem. She'll say it in a book, she'll say it everywhere, but to his face. And that, for me, is coward behavior. That's just me. Do it for your kids at minimum. Here we go.
I did love you, and I want you to be able to heal.
You're telling me you used to love me? I'm like, this is my husband here. This is so weird. Why do you think this is appropriate? Your wife should be here.
Why is she bringing David if she doesn't think she can have these open conversations? Christine, you should not need your husband there. At the end of the day, Cody is still the father of your child. You guys still have a child together. Your husband should not have to be at every interaction that you have with him. If you didn't think that you could have a full-blown conversation and to act like you didn't know what was going to happen, I don't believe it, because these shows are scripted. You at least have an idea of what's going to be happening. So to act like you've been blindsided, I'm not buying it. You did not have to have David there. You wanted David there because this is the energy you have. Because you have narcissism in you too. And I wanted this to be so much better, y'all. And it's really just, it's not doing what it needs to do. And I feel like this is exactly why I stopped watching the show. Because this type of behavior frustrates me all to hell.
Tell things like that to me. Where's your wife? Don't say things like that to me.
However it is, it was a life experience, and it was incredibly poetic. It was beautiful, like a storm and a sunset. There was hard days and there were good days, and it was beautiful from a poet's perspective, right? What are some others? Apologize for being a freaking victim, because I wasn't. That just sort of seemed to seep into me a little bit. Sometimes the experience was good. I mean, I'm not telling you where to be in any way.
Yeah, no.
But our experience, and part of this apology, Christine, is me actually going, wow, that was special when and where it was special.
Uh-huh.
This is kind of awkward. I'm like the third wheel sitting here thinking, okay, what am I doing here?
What are you doing there?
Well, you loved her. Because you wouldn't have got married. You wouldn't have had all these kids if you didn't love her.
Yeah, so why are you there?
Sorry.
Why are you there?
Hey, one of the reasons I wanted to meet with you is I wanted to say thank you for a really fascinating and wonderful and precious and special experience. Thank you. Okay, we've all moved on. We're good. We're gonna shake hands and be friends, I hope.
Why do you say that? Why do you say I hope? Why do you say that?
There is so much water in the bridge. I'm here to apologize. I don't know where we step from here.
Can I give you a little bit of advice, just a little bit?
Come on, David, tell him.
Start with your kids.
That's the point. Because this
Show
is
them
pointless.
heart, because the women have moved on, but your kids still need to heal. And that's the part that you need. And I'm just saying, to be honest with you, because I had to do it with my own kids. And trust me, I butted heads. Oof.
Exactly.
My whole purpose here is to apologize to Christine, not to David, not to anybody else. At this point, it's to apologize to Christine.
Cody doesn't get it. Christine's focus is her children. She doesn't need the apology. She doesn't need it. Janelle needed it. Because unfortunately, Janelle is still stuck on her relationship with you. Christine has moved on. She doesn't need this apology. She needed you to step up and be a dad. I think if he would have said, you know what, Christine, I like to meet with the kids and apologize to the kids. Do you think you can get all the kids together so I can apologize to them? I think that would have went significantly further than this. This just feels like him grandizing and being like, look at me. Let me talk about how great things were and how special this was and blah, blah, blah. And they're sitting around like, bro, so what? It doesn't matter how special it was. You still let it implode. It wasn't special enough for you to keep it going. It wasn't special enough for you to invest in it and to not throw it away and to not pick another woman over it and to not get another wife over it. It must not have been that damn special. You didn't care that much. You ain't seen Truly in who knows how long. It wasn't that special. Oh, all right, we're in pair one now. I love the porch
I called Mary today because
at Mary's house.
I'm more serious about pursuing the spiritual release. I just want to talk through those steps with her, like what happened for her. I know Cody's making his rounds, but I'm not going to ask her about it. Like I don't need to know. I don't want to know. Like no, just don't. Like I don't care. I don't care what he says to them. You know.
So she doesn't care what they say to Janelle. You don't care what he says to them. You'll never be friends with Mary, but you're calling her about spiritual release. I love how she picks and chooses when she wants to have a relationship with Mary and when she doesn't. When she finds value in Mary and when she doesn't. She's very transactional with her love and affection. Very transactional. And I'm thinking as a sister wife, had my husband, I'm letting you marry my husband. And had my husband married a woman that was that transactional with her affection, I probably wouldn't have been so big of a fan of her either. And I could see why Mary had so many issues with her. If she was this transactional, she's very transactional. And everyone will say it's logic and she's just a straight shooter. No, she's transactional. That's what it is.
Hey, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. So are you still running? Are you still having guests at the B&B?
No, I closed it down for renovations. We're gonna redo the kitchen.
Oh, really?
So Janelle reached out and wanted to chat about this spiritual divorce situation. And, you know, I think it's good to just have somebody who gets it and who understands support you.
We talked about the spiritual divorce.
Mary is the actual friend. She's got friends, y'all. She knows what that looks like to be a friend. We just witnessed her do a whole charity event for her friend. We know that Mary understands friendship. I don't know if Janelle really understands friendship. And even her friendships that she's had, we've never seen her have any long-term friendships with anybody outside of Christine. Even with Christine, they had kids together, but even that felt transactional to me because she helped take care of her kids. So if you're not providing a service to Janelle, she really isn't interested in having a relationship with you, is what it seems. And when Cody stopped providing a service to her, she no longer really found a need to have a relationship with him because she's transactional.
And I think I'm ready. And not that I want to get remarried, but I think I'm really ready to just be done. But it's like I just feel like that's the right thing to do, right? To end that covenant in the appropriate way.
In the church system that we came from, our marriages, we believed, were of an eternal nature. So the spiritual release is a termination of that marriage, also in spiritual form.
Yeah, to me, that's how it was, and I love that you're doing this, Jen. I suggested to Cody that I wanted to do this, go through the church process, and he was like, why would you do that? He's like, we're not part of the church. I'm like, but we still got married that way. And I'm like, then what have we been doing all this time?
I feel like at the end of my life, and I want to feel.
I think he stopped believing in the church a long time ago, Mary. That's why he didn't care.
I was obligated to do. Right?
Made it easier for him to walk away from you.
Look, I mean, I've told Cody. I mean, I talked to him. I mentioned it when we were working on the property back and forth. His attitude has been kind of like, well, I don't know why you're doing it, but okay, it's fine, whatever. Cody and I were married for 30 years. It seems kind of disrespectful to be like, we're not married anymore, done. So I'm really just seeking to close this relationship in a respectful and appropriate way.
But I'm a little bit intimidated to go talk to those guys who I haven't talked to in forever.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I am a grown ass woman, but Mary, I need you to make that first call for me so he doesn't like.
This is what I have a problem with church leadership, that they are intimidating. They get to say whether or not she leaves or not, or is forced to stay married to Cody forever. You know what I mean? And it's kind of intimidating, and it shouldn't be that way.
The church should not be able to say that. If you go to the church and you say, hey, this person, number one, abandoned my relationship, and this is not healthy. I don't want to be in this. I want to move forward. Also, I don't believe in this, but I have enough respect for you and the organization to go through this process. Then grant those people their separation. Because if they don't believe in the doctrine, why would you not grant them that? Why would you want people that don't believe in the doctrine to be spiritually connected by your doctrine? That doesn't make any sense to me. The control factor that's around that religion is ridiculous.
To process through, but I'd be happy to go in and sit in there with you. It's weird as hell.
I don't know how long this process normally takes. I don't believe that they had any intention of granting the release on that day. I felt like they still wanted to talk to Cody, and I could see that it was not going that way, and I started asking questions, and he finally did say, you know what, you're here, we're here, let's just do it, so he granted it that day, and I walked out of there single, and it was weird.
Text my Daria, I double dog Daria today, text, and just be like, hey, I need to have a conversation with you. And you can even say about terminating my marriage.
I'm actually going to just do it right now.
And also, if you think they're not watching this show or they have no clue, we watch Notes to Self. We know that they have at least an idea of what's happening in these marriages. They know all his wives have left him. They're not oblivious.
It's not a big deal.
These people know that this man has lost all his wives and that they have abandoned these marriages. They know this. So it should not be this difficult. Once Mary did it, it should be like damn dominoes for the rest of them.
Not a business trip. These conversations, maybe because it's really, really personal. Do you know what I mean? Okay, it is sent, Mary. It is sent.
Well, let me know how it goes. If you want to share it with me, let me know when your meeting is up there. And if you want me around, I'll be around.
She's only going to share it with you, Mary, if it's transactional and she needs you as a witness. She's not, or if she needs you for something. She's not going to share it with you just because she finds you're a friend. She doesn't see you as a friend. She's transactional.
Nice to have moral support.
It's so funny that I feel so nervous about this. I think it's just because I really haven't spoken with anybody in the church leadership for over a decade. And I'm like, what do they think of me? I don't know. I don't know. Is this weird that I'm coming to ask? They might be like, well, you're not part of the church anymore. I don't know. It's a wild card, which always makes me nervous.
Why?
I've set a boundary with my kids, and I'm setting that boundary with David and Christine. I don't care what you think. I'm here to apologize, and I don't even want to be reminded of that because it will bring me back to an angry place.
Well,
You set a boundary to where they cannot remind you. They can't even speak of the children you have no relationship with. Mind you, David is living in a home with your child, of which he takes care of, helps to fund, helps to clothe, feed, emotionally support. And you're going to tell this man he has no right to have any opinion or to have anything to say about you and your non-existent relationship with your children. He's not only selfish, he's delusional. He's delulu.
There's an effort I'm already making and reaching out. Those deteriorations happened as a party, not as an individual.
Yeah.
Do you understand that?
Why is he talking to David? Like, number one, David's a child. Number two, like, David does not have 7, 8+ kids of his own. That David has not gone through severe trauma on his own. He had a wife that committed suicide. And you don't know what he has dealt with his children. Did his children blame him? You don't know that. You don't know what he had to deal with his kids when it came to his wife and her taking her own life. And if his kids blamed him and what he had to deal with that. You don't know if they ganged up on him. You don't know what happened. And this man is coming to you as a father that had to figure it out. He's telling you, I had to figure this out. I had to deal with something. Not the same, but I did have to deal with rifts and issues with my children. And I'm telling you from experience, Christine is the least of your worries. I got Christine. You need to put all this energy that you have right now into your children because they need it significantly more than I do. David has relationships with 99% of his kids, or 90% of them. The only ones he doesn't have a relationship with are Robin's kids. All the other ones he has a relationship with. He probably even has a relationship with Leon for all I know. I wouldn't be shocked. These kids talk to him. They spend time with him. They respect him. He has had deep conversations with them about what's going on. The audacity of Cody to be so dismissive of this conversation tells me everything I need to know about him. He is a trash father. He's not even a father. He's just a trash human. Makes me sick.
When he cut me off on it, I'm like, okay, I had to say what I said just to make sure, because I am around his kids and I do see them hurt. And I'm hoping that he'll reach out to every one of them, and it's not just on his terms, it's on their terms too. Trust me, it doesn't work that way in a relationship with your kids.
There you go.
Any of his experience with his children and any of his advice for me is something that I'm just not interested in at this point, because it's like he's kind of just on the opposite side of this.
No, he's not on the opposite side. He literally is saying he spends time with your children. He sees how hurt his children are. He sees the gap in the relationship, and he's telling you, hey, you might want to put some energy there, pal. Be thankful that he even cares to even do that. He could just let you drown, which is what you've been doing, because you don't accept help. You don't accept any advice or people that will actually give you sound advice, because you think you're a know-it-all. You think you know everything.
So what you're saying
My bad experience with my children and their pain comes from an experience that we were in together, not that they or I did something wrong and offensive.
You did, Cody.
I'm willing to have the conversation.
You did do something wrong and offensive.
Hold space. Dad, you did this, you did this, you did this. I'm willing to hold that space. He really just doesn't know what's going on. He thinks he does.
He thinks he does.
He understands polygamy, but he only has a small perspective on it.
I do know a lot about polygamy more than what he realizes. I've been around it since basically the day I was born, and so for him to sit there and say, I don't know, he doesn't know me.
Exactly. And that has nothing to do with you failing as a father.
I advise my kids to communicate with me, but I shouldn't have you guys involved in my relationship with my children.
I agree.
That's
Stop it.
triangulation.
It's
and
your
that's considered.
relationship with
Triangulation.
Thank you. I didn't want to be rude with David, but I don't know how long until I'm out of here. I don't know how long they're going to stay. I want Christine. I want to set her free.
She's
You
free.
want me? Then
Christine doesn't need you to set her free. She's free.
I want you to be free without all of our disagreements and everything that's happened holding you back. Let me do all I can to begin some healing.
There's not a gaping hole left in my heart. There's not anything that I already did the closure. By the time I committed to David, I was done with Cody.
And this is the issue. This is what pisses me off about Christine. She's sitting there silent like a little church mouse. Girl, vocalize it. You need to be specific and upfront with him. I don't need this, Cody. I let you go a long time ago. I let you go years before I even told you I was done with you. I was already done with you for years. I had been living independently for years. By the time I met David, I was so far removed from you, it did not matter anymore. I would not have gotten married if I did not feel that I was emotionally ready to be married to somebody else. I don't care. I don't care if you ever love me ever again. I care about how my children feel, if my children feel respected, if my children feel loved, if my children have a relationship with you. If you're not talking about my kids, you and I have nothing to talk about. Point blank, period. And frankly, that should have been the same conversation that Janelle had. But of course, like I said, Janelle's transactional. And Janelle has always put that relationship, despite what she says, over everything and everybody, including her own children. She'll try to tell you that she put the family over. No, she did not. No, she did not. She did not put the family over that relationship. Because if that was the case, she would not have let him be so significantly neglectful with his time when it came to her children. She would not have had her 15-year-old son be responsible for waking up his siblings, taking care of his siblings, feeding his siblings. Give me a break.
Whenever Cody's out of town for anything,
Oh,
I
I'm
always
sick.
take, some extra time with the kids one-on-one. So Aunt Sarah's pumpkin chocolate chip cookies. Fun, 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 fun. The only thing that I'm concerned about as far as Cody doing these apologies is that somehow it won't be received in the spirit that it is intended. As far as exes and stuff like that are concerned, I feel like that it's been a lot. There just seems to be this like constant piling and piling and piling and just trying to ram him down the drain kind of a thing.
Robin, that's occurring because you're dealing with a man that takes no personal accountability. And that's why it feels like that. And that's why it feels like these things keep happening in a circular fashion, because we're having to repeat ourselves about situations that should be clear. But when you're dealing with somebody that takes no personal accountability, it feels as though you're going in circles. And that's what's happening. They're going in circles because he takes no personal accountability. See how that works?
Excited about our trip? Yes! Very excited. Brody's gonna be graduating from basic training, and so we're gonna go see him. At this point, they've almost been dating a year. It's not a situationship. They labeled it. You guys are looking at this from a perspective of possible, truly long term. Yes. Praying about it, like literally constantly. I want Aurora to experience life on her own without being in a serious relationship. This is her path.
If you wanted her to experience life on her own, you would not have coddled her half to death. You would not have treated her and infantilized her the way you have for years now. If you really wanted her to go out and explore the world. Even when she was picking her own church, you infantilized that situation. You have not let her make a single decision on her own, not even piercing her own ears. So I don't know why all of a sudden it's important for you now for her to experience some type of life without you. What you're trying to do is keep in control. And you know, if she gets married, now you'll no longer have control over her. She'll have her own life. And guess what? She'll also be able to have her own relationships, which means if she wants to have relationships with her other siblings from other moms, she doesn't have anything to do with you. Isn't that interesting?
And this may be God's timing, but at the same time, though, she really needs to realize who she is and what she thinks. I've heard that you and Dad and everyone got your answers when you got married to Dad, but I haven't ever heard about, like, what that specifically looked like for you. You know, in plural marriage, in our church, it's okay for you to kind of, you could consider everyone pretty much, just, you know. I remember being with Dad on a drive one time. All of a sudden, I was overcome with God's Spirit.
Oh God, I'm sick.
And I couldn't talk.
I'm sick.
Tears running down my face.
Ugh.
And I felt God saying, this is your person, this is your forever. This is who I brought to you. This is who you're supposed to be with. This is the family you're supposed to be with.
And then you're going to come in and ruin the whole
church,
family.
They call it like...
You got this awakening to come ruin and divide and split this family is what you got. But go ahead, girl.
Burning of the bosom. It's like your heart's on fire, your soul's on fire kind of a thing. To this day, I still remember the experience of just being so overcome by the Spirit. Sorry. Being so overcome by the Spirit of God, I couldn't speak, you know?
That wasn't
I sat there
God.
for a good half hour, just not being able to talk. Well, guess we'll see, huh? Yeah, guess we'll see. It's really between you and God and Brody to a certain extent. For me, it's between me and God and Brody. And for Brody, it's between him and God and me. A man should not be a financial plan for a woman. But also it's a matter of like confidence and a matter of like...
A man should not be a financial plan. Was Cody not a financial plan for you? It's highly contradictory, isn't it? Because don't act like that wasn't part of the plan here, sweetie. Stop it. Stop the madness. I don't know who you think you're fooling, but you're not fooling me.
You're not who she is before she's a mother. And it's like just kind of knowing what you think and feel before you're wife or mother. You get lost in those roles a lot of times as a woman.
Now, that's good advice. However, nothing coming out of Robin's mouth, I take with a grain of salt, everything she said, even though that's technically good advice.
There's a few more that
Because she's followed none of it.
But
It's hard. It's hard.
so I want to apologize because I want you to feel the joy without the past holding you back, without all of our disagreements and everything that's happened holding you back. Let me do all I can to begin some healing.
She doesn't need
By the time
that.
I committed to David, I was done with Cody. The chapter is closed. There's not a gaping hole left in my heart. There's not anything that I already did the closure. I am responsible for my own closure. I am responsible for healing any wounds or whatever. That was done before I committed to David.
So why did she tell that? Why didn't she say that to him?
Because I'm on the outside seeing this, and I'll defend her to my death.
And you won't need to with me.
No, but I'm just saying, hold on, guys. Let's look at this in a different point of view, because I was that person like you where I put a shield up, and I wasn't going to back down from that thing. I was so damn stubborn.
David, you got 2 years with Christine. I had 25.
We don't care.
You can be negative. You can sit there and say, it's going to be my way or the highway, and you'll be miserable for the rest of your life. Or you can sit there and say, what's best for this family at this point?
David's level of emotional maturity is significantly greater than Cody. And it is on clear demonstration when you watch this. I'll tell you right now, my parents married over 20 years. They got married when they were really young, and they got divorced in their 40s. My mom she's now married to my stepdad for over 10 years now. They are a great couple. And I feel like even though he has technically been married to my mom for a shorter amount of time than she was married to my dad, I truly believe he knows my mom even better than my dad knew her. And I think it's because they just share something completely different and special. And they have no kids together, but they just have something different and special and unique. And it's very happy for them. And I'm looking at this situation. You might have known Christine for 20 years, but 2/3 of your time were spent in the beds with somebody else. He's spending 100% of his time with Christine. So his 2 years is like equivalent to 10 years of yours. So stop the madness. This is like, he's so condescending and rude and disrespectful and dismissive. And David's trying his very best to be respectful. And Christine is pissing me off because she doesn't know when to say, I'm done with you. She's letting this go on. She kind of likes this, actually. It's irritating me.
What helped me get my thoughts back and strength is to go to Moab.
We're on David's razor today.
No, I'd love you to come to Moab with me.
I'm not really that interested in it, but thanks.
No,
That's funny.
You'll be safe.
It's so
with
much
me.
fun.
In fact, I always said I took women down there and they never went back. I said the first person who loves it, that's the person I'll marry.
Thank God.
And you
loved
might-
it.
And she loved it. She put her trust in me
Yeah.
that I wouldn't hurt her.
Yeah, no, I trust David, I trust David, I trust David, I trust David.
I need to just, I need to honor this. Well, David, let's see how it goes at the Speedway for us. David and I made plans to go to a racetrack here in Las Vegas. It's just an opportunity for David and I to get to know each other better. I know that Christine wants to go, but before I hang out with her more, I would really like to have this apology sort of settle in. I don't know how I feel about going to the racetrack with her right now. I really wanted to apologize. I really wanted to have a very positive interaction. I'm not trying to be Debbie Downer. It's just an issue of managing expectations. So I just want to be careful that we're not stepping into a realm that doesn't quite work yet. I would like to go to these places where we're hanging out and getting along well.
Oh,
It's very complicated. I will see. It would be good for the kids to have you and I talking in a space where that's like cordial and healthy.
Cody knew David was coming to this conversation. So I almost feel like he's just brushing David off, like his opinion doesn't matter, his words don't matter, and he doesn't matter. And I'm frustrated by that.
why don't you say it? Why don't you say it, Christine? Say it frustrates you.
Hey, you guys got a show. I'm gonna eat my sorbet.
You guys have fun.
Want any
You
strawberries?
have fun? No.
That was shooting my sugar way up in the air so high.
Christine, I don't even think I finished the list. I really am just apologizing.
It brought us to who we are today, and I like
Brought us to
it,
who
so
we are
I'm
today,
fine.
and I like what my life is right
I
now.
do too.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Thank
All right.
you. I will see you tomorrow.
All right, peace and
Yes.
love.
Yes.
And
This is
also love you,
lovely.
Anna.
Have
See you
fun.
tomorrow. We'll have fun.
I'll watch
I don't
you.
compete like that. My days of competing like that are, I enjoy the car.
I compete against myself.
Yeah, I have just reached my limit. I know Cody says he has more that he wants to say. Maybe we need to have part 2. I don't know. But I am done today. Tomorrow.
No, I want to fast. The
Babe, I have to
Ferrari
sit
reminds
down.
me like a 2-stroke. Let's just get us up and just boom.
Oh yeah,
goes.
it's just going.
I think he's probably doing the best that he can. And he is a good person, and that's what I need to take out of all of this.
We'll see you tomorrow, David.
All right.
Thanks, man. Thanks for meeting with
See
me.
you later. Not a problem.
Thanks for being cool.
Tomorrow we have a really fun day planned. I don't know if it's going to be awkward based on today. It's going to be awkward. It's going to be awkward.
Oh, God.
So it's the morning of the racetrack. Nobody should ever mistake that we're together.
I don't want to repeat anything that happened last night.
Mistake that you're together, Cody.
This is the car that I'm going to drive.
Is this your
today.
baby?
This is my baby.
Wow.
I
Wait,
love
real
you.
lean. Oh God. Wait, I need to get a picture of that. Hold on. Let's
I
do that
kissed
again.
it.
I saw that. You kissed a lot of things. David had this idea to go ahead and go racing with Cody because it's a good way for them to get to know each other. David is around Cody's kids more than Cody is.
He is.
So it's good for Cody and David to know each other. And that was our intention of going and having some fun with Cody. Do you have any nervous energy? Why are you so cool? I'm freaking out for you. You're welcome. My pleasure.
David don't
I've gotten in
care.
trouble with so many things that I have done through these breakups. I am at this point with David and Christine specifically because I needed to apologize for that. And any interaction with them after this effort to apologize could blow the whole thing up.
Ready to go fast?
You already didn't acknowledge your children. It's already blown up.
That is definitely true. Absolutely. I couldn't agree more. I'm excited. I'm going to compartmentalize. So yesterday, last night, it was super, super weird and super awkward. We're just going to have a good time today. We're going to do our best to leave that behind and just try and just have fun. Hello.
Hi.
Welcome in.
Thank you. How are you?
So the thing is
Cody's hair strings flying in the wind is sending me. I mean, oh my God. Let it go, bro.
And they need to know that it's completely fine to hang out with him. I'm hoping that today's going to be a lot more fun.
He's trying to be macho man in front of David, and David's like, I don't care.
They need to go have fun with their dad and not just sit and have a meal and have a conversation. That was intense. Are we all going at the same time?
No, we're gonna watch you.
We're gonna go upstairs and watch you first.
Woo! All
They
right.
have to pick your time.
Ready? Okay, bye. I love you.
Love you.
All right, see ya.
Oh my God.
I don't know. I don't know what's going through their minds. The only thing that I've done is pick out the kind of car I want to drive.
Keep accelerating, Christine.
That her right
That's
there.
her.
Ready? Try to put those eyes up as much as you can, okay? Go for it, Christine. Full throttle, girl. Come on, we're going.
She's not hitting that other marker close enough.
Now go. Come on.
There you go.
Run, Christine! Beat Thelma Louise!
David's so chill, y'all. Way more chill than I would
Dave and
be.
I watching Christine drive. I don't know what to think about this. It's just, all right, we're going to watch.
You better get along with the guy. He's raising your child that you've just abandoned.
She's taking it easy on this first lap.
Oh, and
Yeah. Look at that.
you just have to get used to it.
It's so quick on everything. You have to think quick.
Man.
Pick it up, let's go. Keep that foot all the way down. Shift up.
He's like, faster, Christine, faster. He's pushing my leg. I'm like, it was insane. It was insane.
That looks fun, Nick. I actually kind of want to do that. That looks like a great time. Next time I go to Vegas, I'm going to do that. Looks like a good time.
Christine and I are there while David's driving. We were pretty awkward.
No, you're awkward.
Come on, push it, push it, push it, push it, push it, push it. We're gonna have a little bit of distance because I just need this to be light. I feel like if he's closer, I don't want to repeat anything that happened last night.
Christine and I were married. We are both married to somebody else. I think we both feel the obligation of not standing close to each other.
That's not why. She doesn't care. You care.
So good. I'm getting fried.
She doesn't want to talk to you. She doesn't like you.
So fun, so fun.
We're going to honor our spouses. Nobody should ever mistake that we're together.
Nobody mistakes it. Calm down. Nobody cares.
So I want to get the corners as fast as I can, the speed as fast as I can, the braking as fast as I can, all without dying. But I want to get close.
Look at his
And
face.
you're driving something
He
that
looks crazy.
is out of your control, and you're going to do your best. In meeting up with Cody again, it's not a time to be reckless. This is just the beginning of us getting in each other's company again as well. You know, it's just kind of this fragile thing. You know, being responsible.
Hey, you got out there easy. That was easy.
Yeah, how was it?
How was it?
It's like a cornering machine. There is a chapter of our life, or many chapters of our life passed, in that family experience that we all had together. And for the past 4 or so years, we've been in another chapter, and that chapter's been painful and degrading.
It's been longer than 4 years. It's been decades for her, damn near.
Now I hope that that chapter is over.
Oh,
And that
David
we
B.
all
Cody.
live peacefully and kindly.
I know he was mad.
I know. I'm very dizzy.
I'm dizzy. You have a young wife to hold you up.
That's great.
In any type of relationship we have, whether we
You have a young wife to hold up.
relationship
He's
or
so
none at
gross.
all,
Yuck.
I hope it's forgiveness, kindness, charity, and moving on.
He always uses a whole bunch of words to still say
I'm
nothing.
apologizing for everything that I can, but I will never trust them again.
I mean, this kind of blows my mind.
So evidently, Cody wants to have a conversation with me.
When you say conversation, do you mean in person or over the phone?
Yeah, I'm gonna meet him in Cedar City.
Haven't you been divorced for over a damn year?
It's been 2 years.
So then why even bother?
I love Jen. Jen's like, why are we doing this? We need Mary, because Mary, I know, is going to call him to the carpet. Hopefully. Because Christine and Janelle fail miserably.
Dude,
Hey,
how's it going, man?
long time no see.
Yeah. Brian and I lived in Vegas at the same time when we moved to Vegas, and it was a bright spot in my life because we had known each other for years. Check out the view that I got here, Brian. Isn't this cool?
Yeah,
This
that's
place,
amazing.
I love this place. I'm going to start staying here all the time if I can. It's been an interesting experience for him to sort of witness my divorce. I ended up marrying Brian, like doing the nuptial between.
Oh,
him and
Brian's the
Brian.
wedding he went to during COVID.
I was in such a dark spot. I'm at the wedding looking at Brian going, dude, are you sure you want to do this? And I'm performing the nuptials.
How you account?
Ridiculous.
You know, the break of the family, how devastating it's been, all the emotions we've gone through.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, when we were selling Coyote Pass, we were kind of having some like just agreement problems between me and Mary and me and Janelle. At one point, Janelle's like, listen, we're just going to sell this out from under Mary and Robin. Robin doesn't like it when I partner with ex-wives. And that's not even cool. And yet I'm sitting here going, Robin, we've got to do this. And Robin's like, I will not do this. I went to God.
No shade. Sell it underneath Mary and Robin. And that's what I'm trying to say about Janelle. She's transactional. I don't trust her. Everyone's trying to always puts her on some pedestal. Now y'all see why Mary was the way she was with her. This is, if he's accurate in how she was portraying this situation, she is transactional and not to be trusted. And I let you marry my husband, and this is how you're acting. And I'm supposed to trust you? I don't think so. So messy.
Am I morally off? I got to make some adjustments in my life. The darkness, the evil of divorce itself, that dark experience has cankered my soul. And it kind of woke me up. And I just went to Rob and I said, I'm going to go and meet with Janelle and Christine and Mary and just apologize for what happened with the divorce.
I mean, this kind of blows my mind. Tensions have been so high. Like, I absolutely think it's the right thing because this is still a family, you know, and you got kids.
Here's the problem.
He hasn't talked to any of the kids,
I'm apologizing for everything that I can.
but not about the kids.
I never trust them again. I'm not interested in being their friends.
Have they come to the point where they're good with you hanging out and having Robin part of it? Robin's your wife.
To my knowledge, she doesn't exist to them. I trusted each one of my ex-wives with different things.
They don't trust you either, sir.
I trusted certain things about Mary. I trusted certain things with Janelle. I trusted certain things with Christine. Trust has been murdered. We're all guilty in that part. I need to forgive myself for my inability to figure that out.
I'm sure he doesn't see at all how he's contributed to this. Not at all.
Don't break your hands along the.
Keep going over.
So evidently, Cody wants to have a conversation with me.
You know,
He's going around and talking to me and Janelle and Christine. You know, I don't know. He's in his era. He's doing his little ex-wives tour.
In his era. I love Mary.
Something that might break your peace just a little bit.
It might break our
Might
peace.
break my peace. So I'm having a conversation tomorrow with Cody. Why?
No, thank you.
No, for real. Why are you doing that?
Why would you do that?
Because he wanted to have a conversation and he's driving.
About
through.
what?
I don't have any idea.
When you say conversation, do you mean in person or over the phone?
Yeah, I'm gonna meet him in Cedar City. Yeah.
But why?
Yeah, I don't
Because he
understand.
wanted to have a conversation to extend an olive branch of benevolence or something to that effect.
Haven't you been divorced for over a damn year?
Yeah.
It's been 2 years.
So then why even bother?
The thing that I'm concerned about, I will tell you,
The kids.
is not too long ago, you guys both know that I took this little trip up to Flagstaff and I saw them on the property after we sold the property, right? We all
Yeah,
went up
anybody
there.
can do the time of day.
He didn't even acknowledge my presence.
The last time I saw Cody, we didn't even look at each other. It was what it was. So I'm gonna go into this conversation, you know, very guarded.
Drop my remote.
I love you, and I do my best to listen and not judge. But what the were you thinking saying, okay, sure.
I'm very curious to know what this is all about. It's literally about curiosity. I don't feel like
Which is
I
what
need-
killed the cat.
Facts.
Anyway, doesn't matter. Will you put your phone on speaker?
Yes.
Jen only has my best interests at heart. You know, she's the one who's been around and who has had my back through, you know, the past 12 years. And so she's very protective of me and doesn't want his energy to have any power over me like it has. I don't know how sincere it is.
Well, there you go right there. It's
Well,
not.
that's what I'm.
The benevolence
because-
word was used. I don't trust the benevolence.
Yeah, what's
He's always
benevolence? Why
trying
are
to
you
throw
using
around
these words?
benevolence.
Oh,
That and
that's
bitch.
Well, I knew about the
Around.
bitch.
Sprinkle like frickin' confetti. Benevolence, bitch.
I feel like a jerk saying this, but it makes me feel like if you have to use that word so much, are you really being benevolent then?
Like, what's best case scenario for you?
I've tried the best case scenarios like a few times. The minute of our divorce, the minute, like literally the text that I sent to him, I think we can move forward in kindness, blah, 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 blah. And he immediately called me and he was like being all defensive and then he simmered down.
Well,
I'm like,
because you
"Listen."
didn't give him any warning at all.
That's true.
There's no warning.
There's no
None.
warning out
Wow,
whatsoever.
You just went off and
No.
did it.
Just
He
a
never
decade
did
of not
have
having a
to say
relationship.
it.
That's gotta be a warning.
Definitely no signs it was on his way. Like a text.
I think men are dumb.
Now she gets it!
This one is.
There have been times when I've had conversations with Cody and I definitely see the sincerity. And then there's times when I'm like, are you just saying this? Is this lip service? And why? I don't know what Cody I'm gonna get because I don't know Cody anymore.
This is still going on,
An
y'all.
apology to do, and I've
It's
got
like
a
pulling
moment
teeth for me
here
watching
that
this.
can go bad very quickly.
And does he have some ulterior motive? Like, I don't even know. I'm just gonna go in very open and curious.
It's still going.
So-
Why is this not over?
I'm sitting down with Brian, and this is the guy that I complained to. He's my buddy. You know, we complain to each other about our poop storm we're going through in life at the time. And so when I'm bringing this to him, I'm saying, hey, I'm doing this thing where I'm just sort of, I want to just apologize to my exes and just set everybody free. He's like, wow, I wasn't expecting that.
Well, you've done 2 of them. How do you foresee it going with Mary?
To be honest with you, I feel like Mary probably has potentially more bitterness about it.
Yeah, you wasted her time for over a decade.
Me and Nathan helped her move.
Yeah.
And it was a great experience. She was in great spirits, good mood, everything like that. Months later, it just like, and we were talking about like, we're going to be cool with each other and everything like that. Months later, she got really funky.
So Cody seems to be really confused about like why I'm acting different. And the reason why I'm acting different is because I need to draw hard boundaries.
Right.
And not let him walk all over me.
Correct.
Like, I'm going to defend myself. And yeah, I'm going to get a little bit snarky about it too.
Here's the
Especially
thing,
when it comes to the property that y'all and Janelle apparently were trying to sell from underneath her.
Off of the defensive path.
Right.
Apologize to her and seek healing. There was a lot of constant accusation. You know, accusation. There's a lot of grenades being thrown. I mean, a divorce is a battle if you're not smart, and we weren't smart.
I'm thinking about this whole thing with Mary. I mean, how do you think that's going to go over Mary when she finds out about, you know, Janelle and everybody during this Coyote Pass sale?
Oh, that was just Janelle and I talking.
Okay.
Janelle, I don't know if she was serious or if she was just trying to push me. I mean, Janelle was trying to make a backdoor deal, but Janelle's big talk with that stuff all the time. I was serious because I was getting frustrated, but Robin refused to let me do it. I don't think Janelle was serious enough about it because Robin wouldn't let me be serious about it, so Mary doesn't even know that we were just going to force the sell and then just pay her when she would agree to the other agreements.
But she's going to know.
Well, she won't hear about it from me. She's going to have to hear about it from Janelle because I'm not going to talk about it. In the end, the very important thing is that we made the separation and everybody got paid.
Do you foresee a time in the future where maybe the whole family comes together?
I'm thinking about that. I cannot quantify whether that's hypocritical, like it's ignoring.
It won't happen if he has no relationship with his children.
Right now.
I'm sorry, you guys. I'm obviously you have missed an episode, so this must have happened. This conversation must have happened when Robin put her foot down and said she's not going to do that sale that way, which I can't stand Robin, but thank God she did not. I'm going to tell you right now, I do not trust Janelle as far as I can throw her. And I know everyone's going to be mad and everyone takes Janelle's side and thinks Janelle's so great. I don't trust that lady at all. And she, to me, is if you're not on her good side, she's going to pull some wool over your eyes too. This whole situation, it just made me look at these marriages completely different. And those first 2 marriages completely different, knowing how Janelle operates. I just saw so much. These last 2 episodes that I've watched have shown me so much about her that I was like, I knew hints of it because I knew that she had been totally okay with parentifying her children. And she let that go for years and let him disrespect and dismiss her children, not take care of Savannah. I mean, the list goes on and on. I thought losing Garrison might kick her into the other side. It still clearly has not. And she needs some therapy. There are some real issues with her and her level of transactional behavior that is really interesting to me and very scary. Very scary. I'm more so scared for her daughters and if they inherited that same transactional behavior, because yikes.
I need to answer that question. Before I move on to trying to feel out my way around family healing, I've got one more apology to do, and I've got to meet with Mary. It can go bad very quickly. My strategy to not escalate. If she punches me in the gut, I'll say, I deserve that. If she does it again, I'll say, I probably deserve that. And I will persevere until I can reach her, until she hears me.
He wouldn't even let her. We'll see if he does it. We'll be kind of gut punches, y'all, to see if he really allows that to happen.
How you're gonna shake off his
I don't believe it. Because if she brings up the kids, he's not going to be okay with that. That's going to feel like 20 gut punches to him.
Okay. Like, yeah,
Shake
tell
it
us
off.
what you need.
Literally shake it off. I don't know, depending on how it goes, but my frustration is, how do you want it to go?
That's what I'm curious about too.
Like, do you
what
want it to be like, oh, let's be friends, okay. Sure, we're friends. No, I've tried that.
But if somebody offers you, are you gonna be like,
I'm gonna
okay,
tell them, I don't trust you because I've said that. I said multiple times, I'm not gonna engage in, let's just be jerks to each other. Maybe he thinks this is jerks to each other when I laugh about him and talk about him.
I think
sure
that's
he doesn't
really,
think it's
that's
benevolent.
really unfair. I'm sure he speaks very freely and openly with his friends too.
A few months after I moved to Parowan, I was in Flagstaff and ran into Cody. I said, Cody, can we just be good? Can we just be that divorced couple that doesn't have to prove you're wrong and I'm right? Can we do that? And he was like, yeah, let's do that. And then, time passed and that's not what was happening. I felt like that he was, going on the attack on me. And well, you go on the attack on me, you're my best friend, and I will definitely go on the attack back. Don't mess with me.
It's like borderline, like still very manipulative.
Yeah.
It actually just is manipulative.
Very.
There's always something else and some reason. So even if all he accomplishes tomorrow is getting under your skin, then in his mind he's won again.
Yeah.
And that makes me nervous.
Yeah. I'm going to go into this conversation with Cody with very strong boundaries. His energy with my energy. It just does.
I really, really had high hopes, you guys, of having a decent divorce.
You have done your part to have a decent divorce. But to continue communication with people that have done what they've done and have continued to disrespect you the way that they have.
Yeah.
That part.
You just don't need that energy anymore.
I agree.
Some ugly things have happened. And so I really don't know what to expect. Does he have some ulterior motive? Like, I don't even know. I'm just going to go in very open and curious.
Next time on Sister Wives.
I'm going to meet with the church leadership about a spiritual divorce from your dad.
My initial reaction is, and why?
You know why. Your mom is still in the cult.
Hope is that everybody is equal. There are some families where it does not work out that way.
Cody didn't talk a lot about his relationships to me, but it's not that way anymore.
Mine and Mary's history is its own minefield. I'm just here to apologize.
No, I'm going to tell you this, Cody. You're not going to shut me down anymore.
Period, Pooh.
If it gets any more than this, I'm out.
And that's the difference of a girl that has friends that will tell you the business. Janelle and Christine need some more girlfriends that will tell them the business. Those are the gaps, y'all. Anyway, I survived that episode. Jeez, I thought it would never end. It just dragged and dragged. They are dragging this. I'm going to try to do the Mary one tomorrow so I can talk about that. And hopefully, eventually, they'll just get to the reunion at this point. Because I'm like, what are we still talking about? But hope you liked it, you guys. Hit subscribe, hit share, comment below. Let me know what you thought. I'll talk to you later. Until next time. Bye.